Well, hello everybody. This is Todd again from a Great Dane's World at Clawdell's favorite place. Hard to believe that Clawdell's going to be 7 years old January 3rd, and I'm always following him around. He will not sit still. He's got so much energy, but he sleeps very well at night. Come here. What are you running for? Clawdell, come here. As you can see, they mind very well. Good boy. I don't know if everybody knows the complete story about Clawdell, so I'm going to go ahead and tell it to you real quick. We've had Clawdell, actually I've had Clawdell about 7 years. I was a cat man, had a couple cats, and had a young lady that I was with at the time that wanted a dog, and I absolutely forbidded it. Is that the correct way to say it? Well, one morning, she came home and held this little black ball over my head and said, "Look what I got." And there he sat. And I said, "If you don't get that little fuzzy thing away from me, it's going to be a bad day for all of us." And she loved him so much. And I just remember having brand new furniture. And I would go to work. And she promised me that she would never let him get on the furniture. But I kept seeing black hair on the furniture. And I'd go, "Has he been on the furniture?" And she'd say, "Oh, no, 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 no. He's not been on the furniture. He jumped up there once or twice." So one day I decided to park my car down the street, walk up the driveway, and there he sits on the couch like a human being beside her watching TV, and he had his own bowl of popcorn. Can you believe that? He was eating popcorn out of a bowl. And I got to laughing so hard that there's no way you could have got mad. It still took a while for me to grow on him. It took basically him getting parvo and her begging me to take him to the vet. He laid in the other bedroom very sick for about 2 days, and I was like, "Well, he's your dog, you take care of him." And she's like, "Please go with me." So as soon as we went, he put his arms around me, and that was it. I fell in love with him. They come back out, and she said, "Well, he's got a 10% chance to live. They say if he doesn't eat, he's going to pass away." So we did everything we can do, and he ate. He got healthy, and he hasn't left my side yet. Of course, the young lady I was with wasn't much of a driver. She had Clawdell in the SUV a couple times and on the highway, and one time run into the back of a truck. And the next time had a bunch of blue paint, and she hit something else and it turned Clawdell blue. So it took the vet nearly 2 hours to get the blue paint off of him. Thank goodness it was water-based, it wasn't oil-based. So he went through some trauma in his young life. He wouldn't get near an automobile. But now, all he does, he loves to ride around. He begs, literally. He will go get his collar, bring it to me. He'll nudge me, whatever he has to do. And it doesn't matter if you're going 55, 65, or 25, he's got his head out the window. Now, I don't recommend that because rocks do fly up in the road. There have been very, very rare cases where dogs have gotten blinded. That's why you see some dogs with either sunglasses on or either goggles. Clawdell does have a pretty cool pair of sunglasses, but we can't get him to stay around that head. But he loves the water. He loves to roam. A Great Dane is a very, very loyal, loving dog. There are a lot of things you need to learn about him. There's just too much to describe. That's why I came up with a GreatDanesWorld.com. Put my heart and my soul in it. because I figured, Clawdell, come on, buddy, come on. I figured this dog has been through the roughest times with me and the hardest times I've ever had in my life, and never left my side. Never left my side. All he wants is to love me and wants other people to love him. And you notice he's eating grass, and I always say this is okay if you let him eat a little grass. It's kind of like an Alka-Seltzer for their stomach. You just don't let him eat a lot. What he'll do is tinker around for a little bit, and then a burst of energy, hopefully we can get him on film, of him running in the water, but I think the water's a little chilly today. We've added a couple things to our website. It's a social media network called Dig, where you can get RSS feeds about different types of animals, and I will be putting one up about Great Danes. YouTube. We're going to start doing tips of the day on YouTube. Tips of the day, as in toenails, grooming, training, exercise, food, etc. Crate training, potty training. Of course, you know, puppies need 24 hours attention. You got to have somebody there with them, folks. You just can't leave a little puppy at home in a crate for 16 hours because a dog will not use the restroom where it sleeps unless it absolutely has to, and then it's embarrassing on them. Yes, they have feelings. I don't care what anybody says. Animals have feelings. They hurt, they cry. I don't believe they have tears that run out of their eyes, but they are emotional, and all they want is you to love them and be good to them. So what do you think, fella? He had 1 cup of dry dog food, which he loves kibbles and bits, mixed with Alpo today. And like I said, his burst of energy is fixing it. There he goes. Good boy. Come on back. We're going to get a little exercising in today. He knows that water's chilly. Come on. Good boy. But he doesn't seem to mind. Now, of course, what he doesn't like is when you get him home and you have to clean him up because he gets sand all over him. Sorry, I apologize, folks, that my finger keeps falling in the way. This is a Great Dane's typical day. He wakes up in the morning, he nudges you. He wants to go for a little ride. He wants to go to his favorite area and sniff around, see if anybody's been. He'll then have bursts of energies and run around, especially when they're younger, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. You're talking about energy. My gosh. But something, you want to see something funny, put them on a wooden floor and watch them. They look like they're ice skating. They're not too good on a linoleum. But I wanted to thank everyone for helping us at A Great Danes World. We've raised $316 so far on donations on our site. We've also posted receipts, and we've also put places that you can call or write or email where we send our donations to. We read an article that came out about, it's going to be hard for you to believe, folks, but people are actually putting donation boxes out and scamming. They're keeping the food. Now, what are they doing with it? I have no idea. I don't know if they're keeping them for their own animals or what, because I went into a store to ask a young man the other day, and he said, you know, our boss just won't allow it. You're more than welcome to leave your business cards. And what hurts me the most is when you own a mom and pop store and you go in and you ask to leave a little box to help food and they tell you no. That's heartbreaking. But we try. We try to ask everybody to donate $1 at www.agreatdanesworld.com. $1 buys 5 cans of food. That feeds an animal a day. That keeps an animal alive a day. I've been to a lot of kennels and shelters, my friend. They're not as nice as you and I would want them to be because of city and county budgets, which to me is a load of crap. Because the definition of kennel and shelter is a safe haven for animals until they find a loving home. And I call it death row. But anyway, we're not going to depress anyone. I want you to see the beauty and the love that I have for my Great Dane. And I always tell anyone, if you ever have any questions about a Great Dane, anything and everything Great Dane's on my website. Please feel free to check out all of it. If you can't find what you're looking for, email me at Todd, T-O-D-D, Mears, M-E-A-R-S, the number 44 at gmail.com, or you can call me personally, area code 678-910-0855. I love talking Great Danes. And a reminder, check with your local kennel and shelter before you go to a breeder. There are lots of Great Danes out there that need a loving home. And my friend thought that she was getting a full-blooded Great Dane from a breeder. Well, guess what? He's not full-blooded. We found out that either his grandfather or his daddy was a lab. So he is a Labradane, but that doesn't mean I don't love him any less. Because she's one of those ladies that told her, well, we're going to send you the paperwork in the mail. So you have to be very, very careful with breeders, because you don't know what you get. And bloodline to me means nothing. Means nothing at all. Show dogs to me mean nothing. Cutting dogs' ears, making them stand up straight, is the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen in my world. I'm pretty blunt about things. I wish it was the other way around. I wish the dogs had the humans on the leash and make them stand up straight and cut their ears. I know that's terrible to say, but it's true. You know, look at some of those dog shows. Are you kidding me? Jump over the stick, go in and out of the loops, jump through the hoop. What do they want him to do? Ride a bicycle next? He's a dog. He wants to play. You know, sure, it makes him feel good to accomplish something, but he could care less about you wanting him to stand up and somebody come inspect him or her and rub all over him. There for your pleasure, there for your love. And look at him. He's standing up straight, and I didn't even ask you to. So, here's your dog show right here, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we appreciate you watching our very long video. You can check us out on Google+, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube. Definitely check us out on YouTube. But join us on agreatdanesworld.com, and y'all have a good day. Thank you. Clawdell, you want to say bye-bye? Good boy.